Good afternoon. Happy President's Day. Happy George Washington's birthday. Excited to be here talking about all the new things we're bringing to the blockchain universe here on kind of a quiet day because of the national holiday. But we're still here building and we're still here creating and we're still pushing forward. I wanted to talk to everyone a little bit about what this means and what Web3 Enabler is working on. We talk a lot about blockchain payments because that's really the most accessible one. But far more people in America really, hold crypto and invest in crypto than are doing payments in crypto. Payments are a much more international use case. So I really wanted to talk a little bit today and a little bit more this week about one of our other products, which is digital asset wallet. So on a very technical level, there's two versions of it in the App Exchange. One is for standard objects, one is for managed packages. The reason being Financial Services Cloud, the tool for financial instruments, is about 8 years old at Salesforce, came out as a managed package from some acquisitions over there. And now they've been redoing their architecture for scalability, and these things are now built on standard objects. So your access to them is now within the standard asset library. From a general user point of view, this doesn't really make much of a difference, but from a technical point of view, it's much easier to work on the standard objects. At Web3 Enabler, we support both because standard objects being the future, but existing installs are built on the managed package. So I want to talk a little bit about this. Digital Asset Wallet is a tool for financial institutions. Its current initial use case is very much focused on what they call held away assets. Held away assets means you held your own non-custodial crypto, but your wealth manager works at a traditional bank or financial advisory firm. So what we do is we build on top of the wealth management tool and created a type of financial account that handles crypto. So this is an example of showing the financial holdings, in this case, Bitcoin, EURC, USDC, and these are all priced to dollar. Obviously, if you were in Canada, they'd be priced to Canadian dollars. We have a little video that's fun to watch, but what you'll see here, if you look in the bottom right, is securities holdings and the crypto account, in this case, a MetaMask wallet, and as well as here, financial security. What does this mean? Well, it means we have preloaded some most popular cryptocurrencies into digital asset wallet, but you can add whichever ones your clients are using that you need to monitor. And you can see in this case, it is basically built on top of the financial security object, even though crypto is not really, it's not a security from a legal point of view, but it's an investment option, right? So in this case, we saw USDC that has a price of $1. And you could create a new financial account that's an investment account for crypto. You can then create the crypto connections, the Ethereum, and in this case, Bitcoin ones. And you can show these kind of connectivity through there. This looks a lot like blockchain payments if you watched other videos. But essentially, here is a variety of potential currencies that have been recently used in this particular case. So here you see a holding. This account has 0.95 USDC, which is a price of $1 and therefore is 95 cents. Why does this all become relevant? These financial accounts are what are used by your wealth manager or private banker to kind of get an entire picture of your financial assets. Now, that could include in terms of those financial assets, that could include crypto, that could include traditional assets, that could include, bonds, private investments, real estate. All of these things come in and just become kind of accounts in your system. You can see here, this financial account, addresses, balances, parties, statements, all of these things are standard tools that are used whether you're using a crypto wallet or a traditional bank account, and they're all relevant. If you look at your financial picture, maybe it includes some Bitcoin held in a Bitcoin wallet. Maybe you've got a couple of altcoins you trade on Coinbase. Maybe you have a 401k with your job, and maybe you have a bank account and you have a mortgage on your home. And you own the home. All of these assets fall into building your personal balance sheet. Your wealth manager needs to see all of these. Right now, there's a huge blind spot. And that blind spot is in held away digital assets for that are crypto. Now, today it's crypto, But if you follow the industry, you know real world assets are exciting. Real world assets are a lot of where things are moving. We have looks to retire some of these more traditional financial markets that are on antiquated technology, likely to all move tokenized and blockchain. So in that scenario, maybe you buy IBM stock, but now it's a token. Maybe you invest in your friend's startup company and you're issued a token. All these tokens will all kind of roll into your whole financial picture, and your wealth manager needs to know what you have, not just what you have with them. So in the industry, they're called held away assets. So what we're really focused on in Digital Asset Wallet is tracking the held away assets so that financial advisors can get a big picture. This is a tool that is designed for large players like a JP Morgan or a small niche player that may have 3 to 5 user licenses. So we're really excited. We think that this is going to really be in the long run one of our most open opportunities. So if that is exciting and that is interesting to you, how do you take advantage of this? Well, you can join our crowdfund. It'll run for the next couple of months, but at a certain point, we'll catch fire in someone's online presence, and we'll go fill out our round. So move fast. If you're familiar with Salesforce, if you're familiar with crypto, you understand why this makes sense. Why large banks, Bank of America is a customer of Salesforce. JP Morgan is, Wells Fargo is. All of the big players have Salesforce involved in their ecosystem. So us being in there for those financial companies is going to, in the long run, be a very market dominating position. And we're really excited for that long term. Short term, most of our business activity is really in the African market with blockchain payments that we've been talking about a lot and will continue to talk about. But for now, what I urge you to do is go to republic.com/web3-enabler. Join our investment. You don't have to put a lot in. You can put $500 in and join the round. You can put 1,000, right? And then watch our updates, watch our video, start to understand why this really is a $100 million to $1 billion opportunity. That Salesforce acquisitions of 250 to 500 million are totally normal, and we are investing at a 10 million post money valuation cap. So if you invest with a 10 million post money or pre money cap, sorry, the crowd safe is pre money. If you invest at a 10 million valuation cap and we sell at 50 million, you're more or less looking at a 5x return. But if we sell at 500 million, you're looking at a 50x return. So imagine putting $5,000 in and you get $250,000 back in 2 or 3 years. Those are the opportunities by doing this early seed stage investing. And we make that possible through Republic for the crowd round. So once again, go to republic.com/web3-enabler and join this opportunity right now. Thanks so much, and I'll be